Ray-Pec community, welcome to another edition of Staff Spotlight. We're here at the Learning Stairs today at the high school library, and we are talking to Brandon Dick, who is 2013 graduate of Ray-Pec High, and now back as a paraprofessional. We're going to talk about what you're doing next year, but Brandon, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you very much. I'm excited to be here.
Hey, tell me about your family, because I know you have a long history of family in here in the Ray-Pec School District, so tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I have several siblings that grew up in the district here. I'm the oldest of 12, and they all graduated from Ray-Pec. And yeah, we've always been a part of the community. It's been an incredible ride to be back here now, and I'm super excited. They're involved in various activities throughout their time here, as was I, and it's pretty well known around here that we were a part of the school. So
awesome. Yeah. Now, 2013.
Yep.
So tell me about what your high school experience was like here.
Yeah.
I mean, tell our viewers, what it was like being a Panther.
Yeah, so for me, it was being involved in student council, FBLA, other activities, helping out with Special Olympics. That's where I first got introduced to the world of special education, was helping out Coach Hornbeck in my high school years, volunteering. That was originally just for my A+ hours, but it grew into something that I really enjoy being a part of, and helping coach through bowling season, basketball.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was incredible. And that kind of stuck with me throughout my entire high school into my college career. It wasn't going to be my first choice after school, but after going through the business world and not really finding a home, I decided to come back after 5 years or so.
Well, we're glad you did.
Yeah.
Because right now you serve as a paraprofessional for us, and this is Paraprofessional Appreciation Month. So on behalf of the school district, to all of our paraprofessionals, I want to thank you and your colleagues for the work you do. Tell our viewers a little bit about the work that you do as a paraprofessional in this district. What is that like, and what is that about?
So there's not a one-size-fits-all answer for that question. It kind of changes day to day. Now, of course, we're given lesson plans to implement and certain guidelines on activities, but it really comes down to building relationships with the students and figuring out what makes them tick, what's motivating for each individual student, and how can I maximize their potential on a day-to-day basis.
Awesome.
So I'm working one-on-one with students each hour, each day, in various subjects, just trying to implement what the teacher has in place, while also managing any behaviors that might pop up along the way. So.
I can tell that you love it.
Yeah.
And you're going to take that love for as a paraprofessional into next year as a special education teacher. So tell us a little bit about that transition and what's driving you to that direction.
Well, I'm really excited at the opportunity to take the lead on some of these responsibilities, implementing lessons. I've got a lot of ideas in terms of getting these students to know how to live life outside of school. I really, really value and appreciate the idea that students are only with us for 4 years, but life is so much more than what we do in school. And so I think it's really important that we do everything we can to set them up for success.
Absolutely.
Whether that's your daily life skills, cleaning up after yourself, doing laundry, doing dishes, taking care of bills, all the things that you might take for granted as an adult that you don't really think about are going to be important skills that we develop at the high school level. So, I'm also really excited to integrate the Integrated Living Center, utilize the Integrated Living Center to help transition kids, get them out of a school mindset and get them into more of a life mindset. I think sometimes when we practice life skills within the classroom, it's hard to get out of the school mode and get into life mode. And so I'm really excited to implement some lessons and take the lead on.
So you've gotten to see, you're talking about the Integrated Learning House.
Yes.
You've got to see that thing come out of the ground over the past several months, all right, outside the campus of the high school here, designed to assist our students going into a kind of an independent living status. That's some of the students that you see on a daily basis. So that's going to have bedrooms and kitchens and garages and everything that you would see. So tell me a little bit about what's spurring your excitement about that particular location.
Yeah, so the biggest thing, like I said, is getting out of the mode of school, getting out of this idea that we're in school right now. We want to look at life And we want to attack this opportunity as if we're living life. So we're going to, do the dishes when it's time. We're going to do full laundry, dry.
Real stuff, right?
Real stuff, stuff, essentially. So I also have ideas for maintaining, yard work, doing yard work, and collaborating with some of our other teachers within the school to have projects put together.
I think that's the best thing about that, or one of the best things about that particular house, is that the opportunities for integrated learning. From not only it's going to be students with special needs, but also we have a lot of other kids who can participate in the learning and the joy that would go into that particular site. So
Yes, exactly.
I'll take you back to August.
Yeah.
And in August during convocation, we talked about that our district's going to be all about three things. We're going to continue to build relationships and truly care for students in our school district. We are also going to help our students overcome their hard things, right? Every student has a different hard thing at points in time, whether that be a grade level specific or something that you're dealing with personally. And we're also going to be a district that continues to provide opportunities for kids throughout. And the Integrated Learning House is a great example of that. So as you think about your role as a paraprofessional and then next year as a special ed teacher, tell me about how those three things kind of resonate with you.
So ultimately for me, it's about building a relationship with the student and genuinely showing care. We all have good days, we all have bad days, and that's life, and using those feelings and emotions as opportunities to learn how to handle those situations will set anyone up for success, including myself. And so when I think about handling hard things and the ultimate goal of life after school, it's really daily check-ins. It's making sure that I'm doing everything I can to maximize the student's potential, integrating students from the general education world to the special education departments to get that interaction, normalizing behaviors, and really seeing what we can do to enable their long-term success.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Brandon, it's always great to see someone who's come through our school district come back to give back to our school district. So I'm so excited that you're here.
Yeah.
I'm so excited that you're making the transition from serving our kids this year in a paraprofessional role to maybe a different role next year as a special ed teacher. So thank you for that. I appreciate you being a part of our team.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy. Colleagues, that was Brandon Dick here at the high school in front of our Learning Center stairs here in the library. Tune in next time, we'll have another special guest. Until then, keep smiling and we'll see you soon.